Welcome back to the Doc's Diagnosis, presented by Centris Federal Credit Union. Remember to like the video if you have time. Also give it a comment because we like to see all the comments coming in. And subscribe to our YouTube channel. Rob, UCLA is up next. The Bruins 2-5 on the season. At one point, they lost 5 in a row. They've played tough competition. I mean, they've played Indiana. They got beat. They've played LSU. They've gotten beat. But they haven't really been blown out by any means by a lot of teams.
No, they're actually a fairly athletic team, and they've got some really good ball players on the team. Big transition year for them. It's a new coach with Foster in there. A lot of changes within that program over the last couple of years when you had
Brian
Kelly leaving. I keep thinking Brian Kelly, but you got Brian Kelly leaving, going to Ohio State. I mean, so you had some issues in-house. So big transition, a lot of stuff for them to deal with. It's still a very athletic team, and they've got some good ball players, and that's what we're going to talk about today.
Well, and who I'm impressed with is Ethan Garbers. He's the quarterback for the Bruins, and he's got a great pocket presence.
Which he really does. And I mean, the thing that I want people to pay attention to here, not even Garbers. The offensive line does a really nice job here against Minnesota's defensive line. You got some big Big Ten bodies in there. Nice job by the back helping out here on the edge here. But he's got a lot of time. He knows he's got protection right here. He's got a lot of space to deal with and make a decision here. But it's a nice job of that offensive line giving him the time that he needs to make the play here and get this throw off. I mean, nobody's close to him during this particular play.
And steps up in the pocket really nice. There's another play against LSU.
And again, same thing. So Garbers, again, does a nice job, good pocket presence. It's easy to have pocket presence when this is your pocket. This is a really athletic defensive line for LSU. And I thought for the most part, when UCLA played LSU, the offensive line did a nice job. This is going to be the big task for Nebraska in this game is going to be getting pressure on number 4. Garbers is a good quarterback. He can pass, he can run. We'll show that here in a bit. But the big thing that I want people watching this week, keep an eye on UCLA's offensive line. They really do a nice job in the pass protection. Again, gets the pass off, 28 gets into the end zone here. They've got the capability to make these plays against anybody in the country.
And here's Garbers looking to pass, but then shows his wheels.
And again, the other thing is that I want people to look at 2 things. Number 1, look how the offensive line has created this lane here. Garbers does a really nice job. The other thing that I want people to pay attention to, he gets out here in open space. He's capable of making guys miss. He's capable of turning on the jets. This isn't Marv Seiler. The guy can legitimately run. Gets right there, nice little juke move, and then he's down the sideline for a touchdown. Outruns a couple of guys here on the way to the end zone. So a heck of a job by him. So Nebraska's defense is going to have their hands full in this game. You got a guy who can pass, you got a guy who can run, and you've got an offensive line that is more than capable of setting up the protection that he needs to make plays.
Of course, the Bruins 2-5 on the season, coming off a win at Rutgers. They had last week off. And now, I don't know if an off week is good. Nebraska had an off week for Indiana. It looked horrible. Ohio State had the off week for Nebraska. So maybe an off week isn't all it's cracked up to be.
We talked about it.
We talked about keeping that rhythm. So it's a 2:30 game at Memorial Stadium. The Bruins against the Huskers. And go back and listen to our podcast as we talk about this game a lot more in depth. For Dr. Rob Zadisk, I'm Travis Justice. We'll talk to you next week on the Doc's Diagnosis, presented by Centris Federal Credit Union.
At Centris Federal Credit Union, our members have trusted us with their finances since 1934. From personal accounts to loan options, we're helping members tackle all of life's adventures. And our great mobile app makes monitoring your money easier than ever. Learn more at centrisfcu.org.